Great. So we are once again back on your screen for the second game of the day. And of course, Old Trafford is filled to capacity where Manchester United is welcoming Arsenal, the Gunners. This becomes the very second time in the English League where Manchester United is playing Arsenal as far as the opening day is concerned. The gentlemen are already seated. I have Force here with me on my right and of course, George on my left. Gentlemen, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Great, great. I'll start with you first. I mean, we have about a minute to go. Of course, Manchester United up against Arsenal. Your initial reactions?
Well, in any Premier League season, this is always going to be the biggest match. You understand? I mean, devoid of the fact that a couple of seasons ago, Arsenal wasn't that great. You know, the competition was between Liverpool and Manchester United. But over the past couple of seasons, it's been between Manchester United and Arsenal because of the old age, adage. But I think it's going to be a great game.
Great, yeah. Great. George, let me come to you. Gideon rather. Okay, Gideon, let me come to you.
Yeah, thank you very much. In the past, this game used to be a title decider, but unfortunately, United have dropped down the pedal. So, I mean, this is a very good game. This is a big game in English football. I've seen the two lineups. These are the strongest lineups for both teams. I'm only worried about the Manchester United midfield, but we'll see how it goes.
Okay, so join the commentary on our YouTube channel and on Facebook, Our Media Sports, on Facebook, Our Media Sports, on YouTube. And as it stands, it's Brian Mbeumo who has the ball. Now, what can he do with the ball? And of course, looking for Matthias Cunha, but things could not materialize. And it's Ben White who has cleared off the ball away from danger. And let me run you quickly through the lineups for the two teams. Ben Yedder is in post for Manchester United. Joro is in there. Delete is in there. Luke Shaw is also in there. Diago Dalot is in there. And of course, Casemiro, Bruno Fernandes, and Dogu is also in there. In Mbeumo and Matthias Cunha will also pair with Mason Mount out front. And for Arsenal, we have David Raya, we have Calafiori, Gabriel Magalhaes, William Saliba, Ben White, trying to show the defense of Arsenal. In the midfield, we have Declan Rice, we have the new pitches, Zubimendi, and of course, Odegaard. Martinelli is up front, pairing with Joe Carres, Saka also in there. And so these are the lineup for the two teams, and obviously the two coaches or two managers will be looking forward to an exciting game, especially for Manchester United, where they left off last season. I mean, it was a very poor season for Manchester United. I'll come to you. Manchester United really had a very poor season. Do you get the sense that this time around things are going to change?
Yeah, things have to change because I think this is the
manager's. I don't want to say second season because he came last season in mid-season. So this is first full season of Manchester United. And last season, when he came in November, he didn't do too well. So this season, he has to prove to a lot of people. I mean, a lot of people are doubting his managerial credibility. So he has a lot to prove to the United faithful and all football fans.
Okay, first, do you share the same sentiment with you? There is a Manchester United team that really did not perform, plays number 15th position in the league and all that. I mean, you've seen them pre-season, they've made some purchases as well. It's quite shocking that Benjamin Sesko, their new purchase, is on the bench and all that. But what do you make of the team as it stands now, and whether or not you see their fortunes turning around this time around this season?
Well, it cannot place United, on a pedestal that we have known them to be. You understand? Because if you think that from when Sir Alex Ferguson retired up to now, the best that they've ever placed was a second place position, where Mourinho did describe the team as the best, the best team that he had, the best that he has had. You understand? Because for a manager to say that placing second was the best in his life should tell you the 20s in which United were. And true. Up to now, they've not really made an impact on English football. You know? So it just tells you the decline that we have witnessed from United. And you see, it is so enormous to the extent that team players are not willing to play for United no more. And you realize a couple of seasons ago, every single player wanted to play for United.
You say you disagree. Okay,
oh no, you see, you can disagree or agree, but that is the reality on the ground. You understand? True. But if you tell me the manager did not have the credentials to manage United, I doubt. You understand? Because for what he has done from Sporting Lisbon, a couple of seasons ago, and then last season was really poor. You know, but I wouldn't lay the blame at his doorstep because he came to to meet a dysfunctional team.
Yeah, that is
and he
true.
was trying to steady the ship. This season he has got what he's wanted. The players that he had wanted the team to sign, they've signed for him. So it is up to him to want to do well. And don't forget that he has an entrenched position when it comes to his tactical understanding. He goes to the 3-5-2 or a variation of the 3-5-2, either a 3-4-2-1 or a 3-5-2. So it is dependent on him to find a system that is going to be comfortable for the players to perform in.
Great. And I mean, a bit of a moment you said that you disagree with him.
Yeah, he mentioned that players don't want to come to Manchester United because Manchester United have gone down the pedestal of football. I agree that this is not the same old United we know, but to say that players don't want to come to Manchester United, I really disagree with him because in this transfer window, all the players Manchester United have gone to and they are looking for, they've bought them in Buemo, Cunha, they all wanted to come to Manchester United. Cesco wanted to come to Manchester United. And in the past, Manchester United have had big players playing for them, even in their low moments. So it's not that players don't want to come to Manchester United, but it's just some things that have gone wrong in the club and they are trying to fix it now.
Sure. When you say some things have gone wrong in the club, you can't tell me that for close to 13, 14 years, things have gone wrong and we've not been able to fix that thing. You see, United...
Okay, an opportunity for Manchester United here. Brian Bremo, but of course, goalkeeper David Raya will come to the rescue of Arsenal. I mean, just 6 minutes into the game and Manchester United showing glimpses of what they can do when it comes to Old Trafford.
United have always gone head-to-head with Madrid, Liverpool and Barcelona, Bayern, when fighting for players. You understand? And it should tell you that if United can no more be an equal part with these teams, it should tell you that there's a serious decline.
Of course.
Because you can't tell me that when the best player in England 2 seasons ago in Harry Kane did not want to go to United. The best player in England. You get a point. So it should just tell you that United players will play for United.
Perhaps maybe it could be that Harry Kane was just tired of the.
And wanted a new challenge. It's not about tiredness.
How about that?
It's not about tiredness. It's about what you are going to win at the end of the day. You understand? And the pedigree. You see, what comes with playing for United a couple of seasons ago is that you are guaranteed to win the trophy.
Yeah.
That is what Man City guarantees you now. That is what Bayern guarantees you. That is what PSG guarantees you. That is what Chelsea guarantees you. So every top player, the top hitters want to play for clubs that are going to guarantee them trophies. And that's the essence of football.
Okay, great. So at this point in time, it's Manchester United who have a free kick and a captain, Bruno Fernandes, will do justice to that. This is Our Media Sports, and of course we are live on Facebook, live on YouTube as well. I'll get into the Facebook bit where a lot of people are sending in their predictions and all that. There is Patrick Dogu, a long one, but of course a little bit of direction, lacked a little bit of direction. Patrick Dogu with his Rasta hairstyle. I mean, Manchester for Mope Rasta.
You should go back to the dreadlocks.
It doesn't help you.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are very much grateful to you, those of you on Facebook. We are very, very much grateful to you. I mean, 7 minutes of play. I mean, clocking the 8 minute mark. Manchester United 0, Arsenal 0. And this is Manchester coming up front. And of course, Patrick Dogu will get the ball. He's been brought down. Referee says play must continue. Was the decision of the referee? It's okay, so he took a foul rather. This is Our Media. We are live on Facebook, live on YouTube. It's a temporary hold up here. William Saliba talking to the referee. And let's see how things goes. And for Manchester United, they are really looking forward to at least a win that will boost their morale going into the season. Looking at how Arsenal have fared, and Arsenal have not lost in their last 14 away games. And so you look at the statistics and all that, it clearly tells you that they really have, a difficult task to deal with. And talking about Manchester United, long one has been sent, and just look at that, Patrick Dogu, an opportunity, but Arsenal has cleared. It's a corner kick for Manchester United. I mean, 9 minutes into the game, United seems to be pressuring Arsenal.
It is the opposite of what I had expected, because I thought that United were going to be playing in a more defensive and a counter-attacking form, and then Arsenal more often having the ball. But it is the vice versa, where United is under pressure. But I mean, we are in the starting moments of the game, so the game would have to settle a bit, for Arsenal to really come into the game. But one thing that is interesting about the tactical approach of United is the fact that Dogu has been playing a lot more upfield.
Yeah.
So I really do not understand the intent behind that, because Arsenal are very, very quick on the flank. So if the understanding is that the three backs is going to serve as a cover for Dogu going a bit up front, then I would have to wait and see what is going to happen.
Great. Arsenal coming in full force at this moment. Saka has the ball, but of course it has been dealt with by Mason Mount, and Mason Mount, who is supposed to be striking, is helping the back four.
The corner went straight to the goalkeeper. Arsenal came to counter attack, but Mason Mount tracked back very well and disrupted Saka. It's a throw-in for
So that might be the underlying factor for which reason don't place this a lot.
Yes. So let me come to the. They are unable to keep the ball in the middle of the park. So their strongest bit is their wing backs. So the manager wants to use the wing backs to complement the fact that they can't keep the ball. Yes.
Great, an opportunity.
And this could have been a goal for Arsenal. And at this point in time, Manchester United are leading dangerously. They have to be very, very
here. And I don't know why the coach chose Benjide ahead of Andre Onana.
Before the game, he explained the reason why. He said Onana just came back from injury.
Chose in his starting 11 are the players who train very well. So I think that's why he started Bayanda.
great. There is Brian Mbeumo, a new acquisition from Brentford. I have a lot of hassle to be able to get Brian Mbeumo, but here he is now playing his first Premier League game for Manchester United. Arsenal don't get the ball by Citroën, says the referee.
Citroën for Arsenal. Matias Cunha is also in there. The move from Wolves, and he's looking forward to adding that extra bite to the Manchester United attack. It's a throw-in once again, and it looks as if Arsenal are pressuring now at this point in time. Diego Dalot, send the ball to throw, and Arsenal are now coming. A long one from Arsenal, but of course Manchester United will have to deal with it. It's an opportunity for the Gunners to score. This is an opportunity for, of course, Martin Odegaard. The ball has been dealt with by Delight.
Well, in matches like this, your concentration must always be at 100%. You understand? I mean, the fact that it is a very, very tough match, and this is the first match of the season. If United were to lose this match, then the criticism is going to be very, high again, because they've not been able to perform well. And should Arsenal also lose this match, then it's going to be also difficult, because Arteta is under serious pressure because he's been there for a while now, and the best that he's been able to achieve so far was to play second. Consecutively, and the next step now is for Arsenal to win the league. And should you lose your first match against one of your biggest competitors, it's going to underline the fact that probably you don't have the credentials to go and then.
It's a corner quickly infected. Let's see what comes over it. It's a goal! And Arsenal up by 1-0. Calafiori, slotting that in from the corner spot. And of course, Arsenal are leading at this point in time. Just 13 minutes into the goal. Manchester United 0, Arsenal 1. Did you see it coming?
I think that's a poor goal to concede. That's why I don't trust this goalkeeper. He's too poor when it comes to the physical battles.
When it comes to the physical battles, we know Arsenal are good at set pieces. They showed us from last season. I think in Amorim's first game against Arsenal last season, they beat United by 2-0 from 2 set pieces, corners, and it has happened again this season. Let me see the goalkeeper. He was so
He had a hand on it.
He was so weak. He allowed Saliba to bully him there.
Okay,
he was so weak.
what do you make of
I don't
this
think
goal?
that's goalkeeping from him.
There are two underlying factors. One lack of concentration, and the physicality of the game. English allows physicality to happen. That is an underlying factor of the English game, and as a goalkeeper, you should know that the referees are not going to protect you when it comes to set pieces. They allow the game to flow, they allow the physicality to happen. So it is something that they would have to accept that the physicality of the game is part of it.
Great. And so Arsenal are leading by a long goal. Kanketi Calafiori in the 13th minute. What a game we have at hand tonight. And of course, let me hear from you guys. Let me hear from you. The predictions, let it come in, let it flow. I've seen a lot of messages on Facebook. With time, I'll read them for you. But as it stands now, it's Arsenal who is leading in just 14 minutes of the game, and they are still piling pressure on Manchester United. So United has the ball now. Diego Dalot will leave the ball to Euro. Then it's Lenny Euro with the ball. Euro gives to the
midfielder, and of course Arsenal would have to break the attacking threat of Manchester now because they have set off. And just as I said, Ben White has adjusted to that, and Arsenal are back into the game once again.
That was good pressure from United up front. I think Mason Mount, he presses so I like the way he presses the ball when his team are not in possession. That's good work rate from him.
Luke Shaw has the ball now. Luke Shaw leaves it to Leeds. Has the ball, releases the ball to Lenny Jolo. Jolo has the ball, and of course gives the ball to Diego Dalot. Long one looking for the striker out front, but has been pushed down. And what is the referee saying? The referee says, is it a penalty? Okay, so it's a foul. It's a foul just right at the edge of the box. Can Manchester United make this one count?
Bruno is a hell of a set piece taker, and he's scored a couple of them. So I hope that is going to take advantage of it. And there are certain matches that you don't really have a lot of chances, and set pieces are a way for you to get your goals. Just like Arsenal did get their first goal through a set piece.
So let's see what happens. And I see Brian Buemo, I see Bruno Fernandes, I see Mason Mount. Who will you go for to kick this one?
From where the ball is, I think it's shoot and left footer. I think Brian Buemo take this. I don't understand.
Okay.
It's a lot of set piece taker. So let's see.
Juninho Pernambucano has taught us that no matter where the free kick is, so far as you have the technique and you can strike it, you have to strike it, because Bruno has struck a lot of free kicks from the same angle and he has scored. So it doesn't necessarily matter where the free kick is, so far as the technique is spot on, because the same angle, Ronaldo scored a free kick from the same angle against Spain in the 2022 World Cup.
Well, so the free kick couldn't get the best out of Bruno Fernandes. Maybe if Mbeumo had hit it, it would have been okay. But of course, goalkeeper Ben Yedder has the ball now. Sends a very long one into the half of Arsenal. Has been cleared beautifully by William Saliba. And of course, Manchester United would have to deal with it. Arsenal piling pressure. Then Saka, heads one to the back for Arsenal. But it has been cleared now. This is Arsenal, the Gunners. Odegaard has the ball now. Dribbles past one, finds Saka. The referee says it's a foul.
During the physical battle between the late and Gyökeres, they've gone at each other a couple of times. So I'm enjoying that battle.
Great. So we move. Mason Mount and Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw in your picture. I mean, Luke Shaw has been through some sort of stages in his football career. I mean, at some point in time, a lot of people felt that he was not going to continue his playing career when he had that serious injury and all that, but he's back and he's giving his best to Manchester United.
This preseason, good physical condition that previously he had a very bad injury. That's when he had his leg injury. Since then, became very disabled. But this we've seen
that this season will be an injury-free season for him.
Okay, so let's see. Arsenal has a free kick. A long one has been sent, but goalkeeper Ben Yedder will come to the rescue of Manchester United. Manchester United has the ball now. Lenny Jolo. What is the referee saying? Lenny Jolo has the ball now. There is Jolo releases one for the goalkeeper. Ben Yedder trying to find Matthias de Ligt. Yes, he finds him. There is Euro back to Dalot. And of course, a long one has been sent into the midfield. And of course, it is Arsenal who have to deal with it as it stands now. Goalkeeper David Raya has the ball now. David Raya releases one to Martin Odegaard, the captain for Arsenal. Odegaard tries to fire the partner. Yes, he gets it. Ball has to go back once again to restart the agenda. And it looks as if that is the strategy of Mikel Arteta. They want to pull Manchester United players to their side so that they can play the ball behind them.
Between the two teams, it is Arsenal who is more comfortable because that is how they've been able to play for the past 5 seasons. So I don't expect the opposite of it happening where United is going to be more comfortable in the ball compared to Arsenal. So that is what is going to happen. But you see, United would have to be calculated in their pressing because if Arsenal is able to press if Arsenal is able to break the press, then it's going to be a problem for them. And remember that Casemiro does not have the legs again, so that is why Mason Mount would have to work really hard to cover a lot of grounds. And if Casemiro is not able to cover a lot of grounds and Mason Mount is also not able to, then it's going to be a big problem because Arsenal is always going to take the ball through the middle because their captain is there, comfortable on the ball. So if Arsenal are able to break the press, then United is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Then Manchester United are going to be in a lot of trouble. Talking about Riccardo, Calafiori. It's been a long journey for him as well, but of course he comes to Arsenal and he's making all the difference. You look at his playing career. He's played for Bologna, played for Basel, played for Genoa, AS Roma, and the likes. You look at his transfer news from Bologna to Arsenal, 45 points. Okay, so it's 45.5 million euros. Where he made that transfer move to Arsenal, and this afternoon has scored the first goal for Arsenal. And it's a throw-in for Arsenal. Looks as if they are piling a lot of pressure. 21 minutes of play. Mikel Arteta simply cannot say because it is a big game.
It's a big game for him. This season is actually a big
season. He made that transfer move to Arsenal, and this afternoon has scored the first goal for Arsenal.
And he has been a second in 2 of the 6 seasons. So this time people are expecting him to win the title. So this season he's really under pressure to win the title.
So last season Arsenal, it was 2-0 in the first leg, right?
Yes.
It's Manchester United.
Yeah, Old Trafford. I think
at Emirates, and at Old Trafford it was 1-0. Great. So maybe should Manchester United get a win, it will be an upgrade. Certainly.
Arsenal actually struggled against Manchester United. If you look at the start at the beginning of the game, in the past 10 matches at Old Trafford, Arsenal have only won 2. So I think they really struggled at Old Trafford.
Arsenal have really struggled at Old Trafford. This is William Saliba. Saliba finds Gabriel Magalhaes. Gabriel Magalhaes has the ball, sends a very long one into midfield for Odegaard, the captain of the side for Arsenal, finds Saka. There's a Saka. Saka tries to dribble one pass. The opponent sends the ball backwards to Gabriel Magalhaes, and Magalhaes trying to find William Saliba. Ball back to the goalkeeper, David Raya. David Raya causes a blunder. Oops.
That was so close. That was a
very, very close. A risky one.
Risky one from
I don't know why, but he really likes doing that.
Yeah,
he always wants to play the ball.
I think he trusts himself with his feet, so that's why he does that always. But this was really close. He was really lucky.
Lelin has the ball now. Sends one to Casemiro. Casemiro trying to find Diego Dalot, but of course Arsenal defenders would have to deal with this. And this is Martinelli. Martinelli finds a colleague, and a shot has been played, and of course the ball is into the half of Manchester United. The goalkeeper Ben Yedder has the ball now and has all the time to look for a colleague. Lenny Joro has the ball. This is Lenny Joro, and no one is coming to tackle him or something like that.
I think because he's good with his feet on the ball, so pressing such a player who is good with his feet on the ball is
it will not make any sense.
Great. And so 23 minutes of play, Manchester United 0, Arsenal 1. Force, do you foresee more goals in this half?
A lot of goals coming will be dependent on how the teams play, you understand? But I foresee goals from Arsenal more. It's because of the way they've been able to lay out. But I don't understand what United
so to cut you short, but there's an opportunity for Manchester United, of course. Brian Mbeumo with his chance.
I don't understand why United are not able to get the balls to their attackers. When they get onto the ball from their defensive third, they are not able to quicken the pace of the game. That is a problem, because if you are not able to quicken the pace, you allow the team to be in their defensive shape, which makes it difficult for you to have a lot of chances. So I would prefer the instruction to the players to quicken the pace of the ball. And another thing that United have been able to do so far in the 24 minutes of the game is the fact that they've been able to cut the supply to Saka. So that in the 25 minutes that we have watched, we realize that Saka have not been able to exert his influence in the game, not because he has not been able to, but because United have been able to prevent the balls from getting to him.
Great. So United has been able to prevent the ball from getting to him, and of course a corner kick was quickly effected, but Arsenal dealt with it. This is Mason Mount, sends a very long one to his goalkeeper Ben Yedder. And we are so much grateful to those of you on YouTube and assistants. We've done half past 1K on YouTube and on Facebook as well. And so we are still encouraging you guys to do more of the sharing, more of the comments. Send us your prediction on YouTube and on Facebook. Our Media Sports. Our Media Sports. Send us your predictions. We'll be glad to read them. We'll be glad to read them. Our Media Sports. There is Saka has the ball now. And of course Martinelli has the ball and into the 18 of Manchester United. That's a feeble shot from Martinelli.
That was so easy for the goalkeeper.
Too much for the goalkeeper. Fred Down says, "You are back again, guys, but please check your sound." Okay, so on YouTube, it looks as if a lot of people are complaining. We are dealing with it, and obviously we will get back to you. But Fred Down says it's 1-1. That is his prediction. Mbeumo will cause some harm to Arsenal defense. Let's see. As it stands now, he's not really been able to cause that harm that Fred Dunn is talking about. But Patrick Peserp says, "Please, United, go. I need a goal." Okay, so Patrick, let's see whether Manchester United will be able to equalize before halftime. But as it stands now, this is Mbeumo. Mbeumo finds Diego Dalot, opportunity for Manchester United. What a feeble one. Oh! What a chance, Force.
It is a chance that United should have been able to get something out of, but I mean it's even an offside situation. So this is what United would have to be doing. You understand? I mean they would have to quicken the pace. You realize when the ball came from the left flank to Mbeumo, quickly he releases the ball. Yeah. That is what they would have to continue to do, because when you are able to quicken the pace of the way you attack, you disrupt the defensive setup of your opponent. So that is what United will have to continue doing. But if they are keeping the ball, you see, so far they are not getting the ball to their captain. They are not getting the ball to Bruno Fernandes, and that is an outlet. That's an outlet for them. So they would have to get the ball to either Bruno Fernandes or Messi. They are the two most talented attackers in the game.
Great. So 27 minutes of play. Manchester United 0, Arsenal 1, and this is goalkeeper David Raya. He has the time for himself. Sends a very long one in. Looking forward to Martinelli getting the ball, but of course things couldn't materialize for him. There is Brian Mbeumo has the ball now, sends to Casemiro. Casemiro dealt with it very, very well, and the ball is now with Patrick Dogu. There is Dogu. Dogu, has a lot of firepower in his legs. Sends one to Mason Mount. Mason Mount tries to find Mbeumo. Yes, he finds Mbeumo. Mbeumo sends a very long one into the box of Arsenal, but has been dealt with by Zubimendi, and of course Saka now has the ball. This is Saka. Saka trying to find a mate. Saka finds a mate. That is nice. And of course, Arsenal would have to reset again. Gabriel Magalhaes sends one into throw.
Like the way United have not
find Brian Mbeumo at every moment of the game. He looks.
Too much pressure on him.
I think the manager did an interview that he and Cunha has to take all the pressure on them now because Shesko is so young. This is a new terrain for him. So he and Cunha have to take the pressure. So they are okay with it.
I mean, what is wrong with Matthew? You do all of these drills, you get there, you just balloon the ball anyhow.
Truthfully, I have never been a fan of Martinelli. You understand? I mean, he's not an attacker that if I have a team, I would buy. He's not an attacker that I fancy because the technique is not there for me. But it is part of what it is. You understand? I mean, the Mikel Arteta believe in the technique that he's got, so it is up to him.
So approaching the 30th minute mark, it's still Manchester United who are down by a long goal to Arsenal, but here comes Patrick Dogu. Patrick Dogu says a long one hit the post. Oh, what an opportunity for Manchester United! And I'm very sure that my colleague here will be smiling because he thought that ball had went in.
That was a good play from Dogu. I thought
he should have waited for teammate, but that was a great strike for me. It missed the goal by inches. I think it hit the post, but that was so close.
Great. A lot of people on Facebook, Anastasia says you guys are doing very, very well. Nations blogger, gives us free fires and says that good job. One also said that she's also enjoying the show. Kwajo, the sportsman on Facebook, said great job at growing it. Gives me thumbs up and fire. From Paul Andrews on Facebook says let the fire keep burning. Delighted to hear from you guys again. Emmanuel Bote Capito says great show at growing it. Abu Bami says that Abu Bami says that great show, good one. And of course Nimanche also is also here and says that we are doing a fantastic job.
I like the way United are
starting to come into the match. They are finding Brian Mbeumo more and more, but they need somebody in the middle. In the 18-yard box to effect the crosses that Dalot brings into. It looks like when Dalot United players in the box to connect the ball when he crosses. So they need to put someone there to connect the ball when he has the ball wide and he crosses it to the box.
So Nimanche on Facebook says that Force is my man. So Joe Samba yeah, on Facebook also. I'll go to YouTube. YouTube, we also having quite a number of people on YouTube doing the watching assistance now. So people are really happy with the work that we are doing, and we also appreciate them and the time that they have, watching us and giving us feedback. But do send me your prediction. This is Arsenal coming at Manchester. Opportunity for the Gunners. Could this be the second goal for the Gunners? The cross has been effected. Martinelli! Ooh. What an opportunity! A wasted one. Matthias Cunha has the ball. Dribble pass one, opportunity for Manchester United. This is Matthias Cunha.
did so well. Pass, I think 3 or 4 Arsenal players, but the end product, the final product, that is where the issue now is. United are coming into the game more and more, but they need to better with their end product.
Manchester United needs to be better with their end product, but for us, was an opportunity. You could say that Matthias Cunha was tired at some point in time.
Agrohini, the type of midfielders that I like are midfielders who drive the ball. You understand? I mean, you find someone like Gerrard, you find someone like Frank Lampard. I mean, these are midfielders who drive the ball, and that is what Cunha has just exhibited. A midfielder who can take the ball from his own defensive third and then drive the ball. That is what he just did. I mean, the end product was poor, but the intent for him to be able to take on three midfielders, you understand, and go past them as if they were not even there is to me a good intention. So he would have to continue what he's doing.
Matthias Cunha would have to continue what he's doing, says Force. And Lenny Yoro sent one to his goalkeeper Ben Yedder. Ben Yedder has all the time to find a colleague at this point in time as Arsenal relaxing and waiting to see what will happen. But this is Bruno Fernandes, a very incisive one to find Brian Mbeumo, nice one. And of course this Manchester United opportunity. Goalkeeper David Raya has it, coolly, calmly collected, and Matthias Cunha probing and probing and probing.
That's another good work from the United players. They worked the ball well into the final third. I think it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time before United score.
It's just a matter of time before United score.
I got you. Did you get the link and understanding between Cunha and then Brian Mbeumo? Because when the cross came to Brian Mbeumo, I thought it was going to take it on the foot and then strike. You understand? But the fact that he was able to lay it up, even without watching where Cunha is coming from. So that is one thing that you would have to get as an attacking player. There should be an understanding. There should be a link. There should be a message without even communicating, for you to know where your player is going to be and when you are able to place the ball.
And that happens when you play for a very long time. But unfortunately for the two, they haven't played for a very long time.
No, it is not necessarily that you must have played for a long time. It's about your intelligence. How intelligent you are. You understand? Because if you are intelligent enough, you know the movement of your players. Because, for example, if you are
Odegaard has the ball! Nice one! Calmly collected by the goalkeeper Banyede. I mean, it could have been a second goal for Arsenal. Just look at this drive from the captain Martin Odegaard, gone past 2, gone past 3, and pam, places the ball.
That is a problem if they allow Odegaard too much space on the ball, because he's technically gifted. He's got ability to strike the ball from everywhere that he has. And so far, what you see, again, the right hand side of Arsenal's attack has been blunt. Because Saka has not really, exerted his influence. Once again, the left-hand side too has been blunt. So every single attack that Arsenal has exerted so far has come through the middle, and that has been through Martin Odegaard. So he's so far their most dangerous player on the pitch. So meaning that United is doing something great by blocking the channels in the flanks, but they would have to block the channels through the middle as well. And then United on their part are not really comfortable when they are attacking so far, because I haven't seen an outlet for them yet.
Four says that he hasn't seen an outlet for them yet, and of course, I kind of agree with you. And Coach Amorim will be a very worried man at this point in time. 35 minutes of play, still no equalizer has come and all that.
I think this system works well with number 9. So I think
Benjamin Sesko,
the number 9 will be the outlet for this system. But unfortunately, Benjamin Sesko had just 1 week of training, so he cannot start the game. But I'm sure in the second half we will see Benjamin Sesko.
Luke Shaw finds his goalkeeper Benyede, places the ball in midfield and finds Matthias Cunha. Back to the goalkeeper Benyede, trying to find a colleague, and this is Lenny Yoro, who has the ball now. Yoro coming with full force and vim, trying to find a colleague. This is Yoro. Yoro has the ball. What can he do with the ball? Spotted number 15 jersey, looking for a colleague to pass the ball to, but to no avail, and sends the ball back to his colleague in midfield. Casemiro sends a very long one to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw has the ball now, and Luke Shaw sends a very long one looking for Diego Dalot. Yes, he finds him. Dalot sends the ball back to Brian Mbeumo. Mbeumo sends a long one into the box, but has been dealt with by the Arsenal defenders. Martin Odegaard with that speed, and he's moving with that beam of light. Martin Odegaard trying to find Martinelli, but of course, things couldn't materialize.
I think United are living dangerously. They are leaving too much spaces at the back. They are probing too, but they should be careful when they are leaving the spaces at the back, because Arsenal can punish them.
So Arsenal can punish them, and it's United who's coming at Arsenal now. Ball now it's Matthias Cunha. Oh! Another miss for Matthias Cunha.
That was again so close for Matthias Cunha. He keeps coming closer and closer. As I said,
so United has the ball. This Brian Mbeumo finds Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes to Matthias Cunha to Fernandes once again, and the shot has been, oh no. Arsenal living dangerously at this point in time and trying to block all the threats that Manchester United, possesses, especially from Matthias Cunha and Brian Mbeumo.
It is interesting. Okay, I have always believed that as a team, it is better for you to create chances and not score than to not create the chances at all. And so far United have been able to create a couple of decent chances. It is left to their players to make sure that they bury the balls. And it is interesting. I like the calmness of Arsenal under pressure, because they've been under pressure a couple of times and they've got their cool heads, because if you are defending and you have lapses in your concentration, it goes against you. So far they've been great in terms of their concentration. They've been great in terms of how they've been able to compose themselves when they are under pressure.
Great. That is force for you. I'm here with George Gideon. I don't know why I keep calling you George. Maybe some George is owing me. I may have to find out.
Yeah, you have to find out.
Gideon. Okay, right. Gideon and Force. Gideon and Force. You are having a lot of fans on Facebook and then on our YouTube channel as well. I'll read them. So this is Martin Odegaard has the ball now. Finds Saka. Another left-footed. Saka finds a colleague, and of course there is Odegaard trying to find Martinelli inside, but of course the ball has been dealt with, and Manchester United has the ball now with Mbeumo trying to do the dribbling over there, but things couldn't materialize for him.
I like how United are handling the Gyökeres. They are not giving him so much space. They are not giving him too much time on the ball. They are closing him down so quickly. So he's finding it difficult to get to the end of the chances that his teammates wants to create for him.
Zubimendi finds number 33 shattered man for Arsenal. Calafiori, the goal scorer, tries to find Saka. There is Saka. It's a corner kick for Arsenal. 40 minutes of play, 5 more minutes to go inside the first half. Force, do you foresee any more goals coming up?
It's dependent on chances being created. So far, per the chances being created, I foresee a lot of goals. And again, I am very, very impressed with Dogu. You understand? Attacking wise, he's been good. You understand? I mean, defensively, he's been solid as well, because Saka has not had a breathing space. Or because of the work that Dogu is putting in, and also because they've been able to double up on him because of the work rate that Mason Mount is doing.
It's a corner kick for Arsenal. Let's see what comes out from this game or from this corner. And Saka quickly effected, but I mean that was a very poor one. But the ball has not gone out, and Arsenal can still manage to. Oh, it's out now, and Manchester United can breathe. I'm sure Gideon now is breathing because the pressure on him is so high. 41 minutes of play. Manchester United down by a long goal. Can't see Calafiori.
When anytime Arsenal have a set piece, especially corner.
Yeah.
I mean,
last season they scored a lot of goals from set pieces.
I mean, I don't trust this goalkeeper on the corner, so I'm very uneasy.
You seem not to have trust in all of your goalkeepers.
I think
Andre Onana, Ben Yedder, who you choose?
I think I'll go for Andre Onana because I think since he came to United, he has not been too good.
I mean, that's a foul in the yellow card.
That's a well-deserved yellow card. I think he pulled it. And on the Andre Onana, I think since he came to United, he has not been too good. But there's a good goalkeeper there because we saw him at Inter. He was so good at Inter. So there is something there. He just has to keep his head in the game and be back in form.
So, Calafiori confirmation of the yellow card. 42 minutes of play. Manchester United down by a long goal. And I want to see this my Braco on Facebook. Earlier on, he was saying that Manchester United was going to beat Arsenal 2-2. And in fact, in the first half, Arsenal was going to even receive about 2 goals. But here they are, down by a long goal, and he has vanished from Facebook. And so, Bismarck, please come on Facebook. Yes, Bismarck, come on Facebook. Let's have a very nice game, and of course Arsenal have to deal with this pressure from Patrick Dogu. Ball now to Mason Mount. Mount back to Dogu. Dogu dribble past one, finds a teammate. Luke Shaw has the ball now. This is Luke Shaw coming at Arsenal and finds Patrick Dogu, but of course has been dealt with by Ben White.
United need a number 9 in this game because all the crosses go in. There is no United player in the box. It's so easy for Arsenal to defend the crosses when it comes into the box. They need somebody in the box.
Arsenal needs Manchester United needs somebody in the box, and United has the opportunity now to equalize. But there is Mason Mount sends 1-2. Patrick Dogu finds a teammate, and of course another shot from Mason Mount, but has been blocked.
You see, one observation is the fact that they're not having a proper centre forward in the box has given fluidity to their attack. You know,
That is true.
There's a sense of interchangeability among the front three. So it is working to perfection because they are creating the chances. It is now left to them to have that mentality to score. Because you see, whether you have a striker or not, it's about creating the chances. So if the chances are coming and we are not being able to score, then the question then is why, right? So not necessarily having a player inside, because even when it comes to centre forwards, we have different types of centre forwards. We have centre forwards who are not comfortable staying in the box. We have centre forwards who are comfortable staying in the box. And Sesko is not a centre forward who is comfortable staying in the box, because he drops, he goes to the flank. So it is the instruction that is going to, because the coach can even instruct Brian Bremo to not go inside,
That is true.
or for what's the name, the captain Bruno to not drop, to stay up front. But you see, when a striker stays, it takes away the fluidity around him. That they would have to play off him. But if he's able to also move, he drives the central defenders wide, allowing the players who are playing off him enough space to go through the middle. So these are some of the differences that arise whether you have a striker or whether you don't.
Okay, great analysis from Force. This is Ben White says want to Saka, an opportunity for Arsenal, but of course goalkeeper Ben Yedder will come and take the ball. It's been saved.
Earlier, Fox mentioned that concentration is needed in the game. That was poor from Dogu with the back pass. I think he needs to keep
45 minutes in, and we're looking forward to how many minutes we will play in extra time. Just one more minute, one more minute at a time to the game, and the first 45 minutes will be done and dusted. And of course, it looks quite clear that Arsenal will be headed towards the recess with their noses up front. Arsenal coming at Manchester United again, an opportunity for them to add to another one, and of course has been set in. Macalafiori will not get there on time. It's a throw in.
Another observation too is the fact that there's a change in rules that football supporters must be aware of.
Okay.
You know, now as a goalkeeper, you're not supposed to hold the ball for more than 8 seconds, because when you do that, then your team concedes a corner. So that is something that the supporters must also be aware of.
Great. So on YouTube, let me read a couple of messages that have come on our YouTube channel. Anna Marie Insia says that come on Manchester United. Jody Hansen on YouTube says that Manchester United 2, Arsenal 1. And so the referee has blown his whistle for the end of the first 45 minutes. Manchester United 0, Arsenal 1. Kankati Calafiori, who got the goal inside the 13 minutes of the game. And so I'll come to you first, but first of all, let me take your thoughts on the first 45 minutes where Arsenal beat Manchester United.
I think it has
Arsenal is leading. I shouldn't say they're beating you guys. Arsenal is leading by a low goal.
We have another 45
Yes, another 45 minutes more to go.
Yeah, I think it has been a good game, great game from both teams. But I think Arsenal are leading by a slim margin. United have created the best chances in this game. I think they've created the best chances. I think, if I can remember, it's only the corner from which Arsenal scored. That's the only chance that has come to Arsenal. But United have created tons and tons of chance. That's why I said earlier that it's just a matter of time before United get a goal in this game.
Okay, Force. First 45 minutes, your thoughts?
Well, I think that's a really nice observation, because I am really impressed with United. I can say confidently, without a shadow of doubt, that for the past 3-4 seasons, this is the best 45 minutes that United have played.
Wow.
I mean, they are confident. Their intention is clear. There's a clear intention. There's a clear identity of what they want to do. You understand? I mean, get the ball up front, be defensively solid. That is what they've been able to do currently. And you see, I like what I see, because under normal circumstances, United wouldn't have had this confidence playing against Arsenal. Most of the time, they have been very defensive for the past couple of seasons. But the first 5 minutes has indicated to me that they are going out of their shells. They have their mojo back. They have their confidence back. They have their mentality back. It is now up to them to turn the chances that they are creating into the most important thing in the game, which are goals.
Great. And so let's see whether the goals will come inside the second 45 minutes. But for now, it's Arsenal that is leading by a long goal, and Manchester United would have to, squeeze water out of stone to be able to equalize and go ahead to win this particular one. But of course, they have players on the bench where Amorim could, bring them on to change the game for Manchester United. Likewise, Arsenal, they also, have a very solid bench, and they are looking forward to, at least winning this particular fixture. Let's do a quick break. We are back to give you the second 45 minutes commentary. Great. So we are back again. Second 45 minutes underway at the Old Trafford. Still Manchester United trailing by a long goal to Arsenal, and of course inside the first 13 minutes of the game where Calafiori, got the goal for the visitors. I'm still here with Force and Gideon. Let me start with you, Gideon. Your thoughts or your reaction to the second 45 minutes. How you think Manchester United should map up a strategy to come in full force?
I think in this second half, United should build on what they did in the first half. Because as I said in the halftime, United created all the chances. The only chance Arsenal created was the set piece. That was all. So United created all the chances. So they need to find a way of converting the chances, turning those chances into goals, and they will be fine.
Nene Jago on Facebook says, "Go Arsenal, love Arsenal." Okay, let's see what happens. But let me come to you first and your thoughts on the second 45 minutes. Do you think that Mikel Arteta should make some adjustments? And on the point of Manchester United, do they need very urgent substitutions as it stands now?
No. United do not currently need any substitutions yet, because what is expected of them, they've been able to do. The most important thing right now is for them to get a goal, because they've been able to create the chances. But what I would like a bit of a trick, not tactically though, but in terms of personnel. You understand? I would want a Kunha to be a bit closer to goal instead of dropping a lot more deeper, because the job can be done by Mason Mount and Bruno Fernandes. So he should stay a bit closer to the to the central defenders of Arsenal, because that is going to give him an ample time and ample opportunity to get onto the balls much more better. Because you realize that in the first half, some of the crosses that Gideon was talking about, there were nobody to attack those balls. So if he's able to get closer to the box, it's going to be more effective than trying to, as much as possible, drop a bit further back.
Great. So our people on Facebook, we love you so much. Our people on YouTube, we love you so much. Those of you on X, on TikTok, we love you guys so much, and we do appreciate you guys being there. We love your comments, all the comment that you guys have been bringing out. We love it. 48 minutes, Arsenal 1, Manchester United 0. Let's continue with the commentary. There is Saka. That's the ball now. Releases one to Odegaard. Odegaard trying to find Saka, but of course Manchester United will have to deal with this one. And Luke Shaw sends one to a throw for Manchester United.
Just to add on what Fox said about Cunha dropping deep, I think that's the problem Manchester United have. They don't have anybody in the middle of the park to drive the ball into the final third. So that is why they were chasing Baleba to do that job for them. So
Brighton says that no.
Yeah, Cunha had to drop deep and pick up the ball and drive. United don't have anybody in that midfield who can do that. So that is the problem United have right now. They need to find a midfielder who can do that.
I really don't know why.
But you see, you can, if you don't have anybody who can even drive the ball, you understand, you don't necessarily have to drive the balls. You can just go the short way by giving the passes. You understand? And Bruno Fernandes is one of the best passers of the game. Bruno doesn't drive the ball. Mason Mount doesn't drive the ball. They are passers of the ball. So if you don't have that Arsenal in terms of driving the ball, then you use your plan B, which is trying to get the ball a bit further upfield. Do you understand? So you won't show your weakness.
Okay. Jupiter Jojo on Facebook says that Manchester United 2, Arsenal 1, United forever. Okay, let's see whether United will do a comeback here. But there is Ben White finds Saka. Saka tries to dribble past one or two, but things couldn't materialize. Manchester United coming full force at this point in time. This is Brian Mbeumo. Mbeumo finds Casemiro. Casemiro sinks a very long one in for Matthias Cunha. Matthias Cunha gives the ball to Brian Mbeumo. This is Brian Mbeumo, the man purchased from Brentford, and he sends the ball back into midfield. And it's all United affairs now. Back to back passes. There is Matthias de Ligt. Matthias de Ligt finds Lenny Joro. Joro has the ball now. There is Joro finds a teammate. In person of Matthias Cunha, of course, the ball couldn't materialize, and Arsenal would have to come in full force. An opportunity for the Gunners at this point in time. An opportunity for Gyökeres to score a goal for Arsenal, but of course, things couldn't materialize, and Arsenal. I mean, I don't know what is wrong with Gyökeres now. He doesn't look like one that is really ready for this.
This is the Premier League.
And he's welcome to the Premier League as well.
This welcome to the Premier League. This is the Premier League. You won't have it
easy.
so easy.
Yeah.
You have to work very hard to get the goal.
But this is the player that Manchester United was looking for.
Yeah, but
and Amorim was so sure that he was going to get Gyökeres, but at the end of the day, Arsenal.
Well, but Amorim has worked with him before, so he knows him very well.
So are you saying that he has mapped out a strategy just to keep Gyökeres out of the game?
Yeah, I think so. I think he knows him well. He knows how he moves. He knows when he moves. So he has told his defenders this is how he plays. So his defenders are well aware of that, and they are doing their job on him.
Nana Effendom Francis says, my manager Esther will not eat today. Why? Is just that an Arsenal fan or Manchester United fan? United fan. Oh, okay, all right. She will definitely eat. There is Bruno Fernandes, the captain of Manchester United. Leaves the ball to Bruno Fernandes. Mbeumo, I beg your pardon, but of course, the ball has been blown out of touch. And Bruno Fernandes is back again with his complaints. I mean, making a lot of complaints and all that. He should focus on playing the football.
That was so sloppy from Bruno Fernandes. The pass was not a really good pass from Brian Mbeumo. Well, the defender also reacted well. I think that was sloppy from him. He should have let it go.
He should have let it go. 52 minutes. In fact, it's 53 minutes now. Manchester United 0, Arsenal 1. There you have it. The English manager. Thomas Tuchel. Watching this big game at Old Trafford. Arsenal has the ball now, and it's been driven by Zubimendi, but the referee has blown his whistle because Casemiro is down. Have you seen Casemiro in this game and the quality that he brings to the midfield of Manchester United?
You can't take away the quality from Casemiro, but does he have the legs? No, he doesn't have the legs no more. But you see, the match is being played at a pace that suits him. The match is not played at a pace that is more, like we know the English Premier League pace of football. That is not what is being played today. It is more at a slower pace, so it suits his age and his legs. But so far he's been good. He's been able to mop up the spaces. He's been able to close down the spaces because of the pace of the game. But one thing that I would also add is the fact that he should not be expansive. You understand? Because the Casemiro that we know is not only a defensive midfielder. His ability on the ball is good. Is good as well, but because of the players ahead of him, because of Bruno Fernandes, because of Matheus Cunha, because of because of Brian Mbeumo, that responsibility has been taken away from him. So his main focus right now is to give protection to the back four, and that he has done solidly.
Just 55 minutes into the game, and Amorim has made a change. Ahmad, has come in for Diogo Dalot.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, you have to react very early. There is no need waiting for 60 minutes, 70 minutes before you
the earlier the better.
Yeah.
You need a goal at this point in time. Brian Mbeumo, can he use his strength? But of course, the player has been brought down. Referee says, what? Play must continue.
One thing that I love about my wingers and my strikers, is that if I were a manager, if you don't have pace, I'm not signing you as a winger. I'm telling you for a fact, because if Brian Mbeumo had pace, the chance that just went by would have been a goal. Because
for me, I think he did extremely well. Was the defender that?
No, you see, he's got power. You understand? He's got the strength. But if he
was pulled down.
No, because he had the upper hand because he took up early. Do you understand? Because you see, as a centre forward, you need to have enough space and pace. And if the spaces are there, you don't have enough pace. It's going to worry, especially when you are playing against central defenders who have pace. Do you understand? Because central defenders do not want strikers who have pace, because it worries them a lot. And if Brian Brown had a yard of pace with him, that would have been a goal.
That would have been a goal, but it's a corner kick to Manchester United. And Bruno Fernandes, it's a free kick rather, to Manchester United. Bruno Fernandes, has the responsibility of, putting on very good cross for a header. A long one has been set in. Manchester United opportunity, but goalkeeper David Raya clears this ball. So United has the opportunity, and this is Ahmad, the Ivorian international. Ahmad releases 1-2. Patrick Dogu. Dogu, Rastaman throw one stone. Dogu releases to Ahmad, back to Brian Mbeumo. Mbeumo back to Dogu. And Manchester United coming full force at this point in time. 56 minutes of play. Manchester United 0, Arsenal 1. Matthias Cunha now. There is Cunha. Cunha releases 1-2. Patrick Dogu, a long one has been sent. Can he get his head on? Well, of course, ball gone out of touch. And it's a goal kick.
You see that save from David Raya from that free kick. That is what Alta Ben-Yedder should have done with that corner. That was a commanding punch from the goalkeeper from Raya. But from the Arsenal goal, you could see that Ben-Yedder was weak with his punch. Yeah. So that has caused he has actually cost Manchester United in this game. And if Manchester United goes on to lose this game, it is the goalkeeper of Manchester United.
The blame games has already started.
I mean, the team is playing well. They are playing so well. They are creating chances. So if you concede such a goal, you cost the team.
Okay. So already Manchester United fans are blaming their goalkeeper Ben-Yedder for that, mess up over there. But it's nearly 50-80 minutes of play. Manchester United still has no antidote to getting an equalizer, and Arsenal are still leading comfortably here at Old Trafford. Brian Mbeumo using his strength, but this time around couldn't materialize. The ball has been sent to goalkeeper David Raya of Arsenal. Sends a very long one in, trying to find Odegaard. And yes, he finds Odegaard. What a beautiful pass to Saka. Saka has the ball now, but has been dealt with by De Ligt.
That was strong defending from De Ligt. I like that from him. He didn't allow Saka too much time on the ball. He just barged him off the ball. Shows great strength.
Casemiro has the ball now. Sends a long one to Brian Mbeumo. Mbeumo has been interchanging positions with Ahmad since Ahmad came on.
What was he doing there?
Oh, that was a poor pass from.
No, it wasn't a poor pass. It is an understanding and anticipation
of Ahmad.
Yes. You see, when you're a player, okay, one of the greatest strengths that you could have is anticipation. Do you understand? What do you expect your player to do? Because if he had continued the run, he would have taken that ball, and that would have been a dangerous situation for Arsenal to defend.
Very dangerous situation for Arsenal to defend. But then the Saka dribble pass one, now finds a teammate. Could this be a shot? But of course, goes way wide. Declan Rice has been very slow in this particular game. Have not really seen that much of him.
Well, to be very honest, before the start of the year, I didn't expect Manchester United to play so well. I think they've done so well against.
So Arsenal doing a double change at this point in time.
Yeah, now Gyökeres is out. He's not been able to get himself into the game. And I think this is the Premier League World Cup. He will get used to the Premier League.
So Gyökeres is out. Kai Havertz in, and I've also seen Ilanga.
I think Madueke.
Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, Madueke rather. Yes, Madueke. Also in there for Martinelli.
So you see, there's a change in personnel, right? And the problem is now going to arise. And the problem is that Saka is still going to remain on the right flank. Then Madueke would go to the right flank.
Yeah.
Will go to the left flank as a left-footed player. So the question now is that is he going to be whipping in the crosses? Because remember that he did a double substitution with Kai Havertz, who is very good in the air. Yeah. So the intention now is to either whip in the crosses from the left flanks, from Madueke to Kai Havertz, and then they will also continue playing through the middle because the chances are not going to be created from Saka's place because that place has been blunt. So now their only option now is to change the direction to Madueke's place because he's a left-footed player playing on the left flank.
Great. So 60 minutes on the clock, and of course still Manchester United trailing by a long goal. And Matthias Cunha will be dazzling in the midfield. Sends one to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw finds Patrick Dogu, who has been very impressive this afternoon for Manchester United. Casemiro loses the ball now. And Arsenal trying to find their man up front, Kai Havertz, but things couldn't materialize. There is Lenny Euro coming very strongly, leaves the ball for Brian Mbeumo. Mbeumo to Ahmad. Ahmad finds Mbeumo once again.
And Mbeumo will use his strength and skill here, but has been brought down. Referee says it's a foul against Arsenal. And Kai Havertz has brought Brian Mbeumo down. Bruno Fernandes leaves one for Ahmad. This is Ahmad, the Ivorian international. Ahmad last season became the live wire for Manchester United, scoring important goals for them in the Europa League and in the Premier League as well.
But I really don't think his best position is right wing back. I think he does well when he plays as one of the number 10s in this system. But let's say against
he came to take off Diego Dalot.
Yes,
but not necessarily playing the right back.
He is playing as a right winger, and Mbeumo is playing as one of the number 10. In the last game against Fiorentina, when he played at right wing back, I really didn't like it.
So it's a counter attack here, and Kai Havertz is back again this season. And will be breaking many hearts of Arsenal fans. That is Manchester United coming in very strongly. Ahmad has the ball now, leaves it for Lenny Yoro. Yoro finds goalkeeper Ben Yedder, back to Yoro, and it's a tete-a-tete thing for Manchester United. Still Ahmad back into the game, and Ben Yedder will send a very long one looking for Patrick Dogu, but it's a throw in now. Patrick Dogu has been very, very impressive this afternoon. Ugarte is warming up and definitely will have his share in this particular game.
Yeah, my team is coming. I think
Benjamin Sesko. Okay, Sesko to also come in. Okay. Yeah. So Sesko to make the difference. Is he the X factor for Manchester United force?
Yes, because at this point in the game, 62 minutes into the game, you need a focal point, and the focal point should be a centre forward. But the question is that because the second half we haven't seen United stringing in the passes to the attacking third like we saw in the first half. So when Benjamin Sesko comes in, then the direction would have to change. They would have to be more direct now, because he's a striker who feeds on being fed.
Yeah.
So if he's there and you're not feeding him, then the essence of bringing him onto the game would be lost. So then the United setup would have to be direct, like I rightly indicated. So yes, it's a good change, but what are they going to be able to do to feed him?
Declan Rice leaves one for Ben White. Ben White gives the ball to Saka. Saka dribble past one, finds captain Martin Odegaard. Martin Odegaard trying to find a teammates, finds Bukayo Saka once again, and Kai Havertz has the ball, leaves one for his teammate Nuno Madueke. A long one has been shot, but of course it's a throw-in now.
Matthias de Ligt has been very, very good back there for Manchester United. He has blocked everything that has come his way. I think that's an impressive defensive performance from him so far.
Do you foresee United equalizing and going ahead to win?
If they keep
or be difficult?
If they keep creating the chances they did in the first half, they can.
So Casemiro is out, Ugarte is in, Mount is out, Benjamin Sesko, the new striker, is in. Happy now?
Yeah, I'm very happy. They just have to create the chances for him, and I'm sure he will bury them.
Benjamin Sesko, has everything. He has the height and all that can help Manchester United at this point.
And for the man of his size, he's got great pace to his game. So let's see what he does on the pitch.
First, the change has come now.
So there's a bit of a change in personnel as well, but the tactical approach is still going to be the same. The only thing that's going to happen right now is that Matheus Cunha would be dropping a bit deeper to help with the defensive work, but at the same time, he's going to be playing off. What's the name? Sesko, because he's not going to be the focal point, but you will need somebody closest to him who will be able to be giving him the passes and then the through balls. Great. But at the same time, having the defensive mind to defend when they are under pressure.
So let's see what happens. 65 minutes of play. Manchester United 0, Arsenal 1. Two teams, have made changes inside the second 45 minutes, looking forward to bringing something positive on board and temporarily hold up here as the referee gets to reset the game. And Amorim, very worried man at this point in time, cannot think through, trying all his best to at least get an equalizer and push for a win. But there's still more time, and that is Calafiori, goal scorer for Arsenal, throws a very long one trying to find Kai Havertz, but things couldn't materialize. Matthias de Ligt sends a very long one into the half of Arsenal, but has been dealt with. And there is Bruno Fernandes. Sends one to Matthias De Ligt. De Ligt has the ball. De Ligt gives the ball to a teammate. Lenny Yoro finds Mbeumo. Oh, Mbeumo has been brought down, but referee says play must continue. And Arsenal has dealt with the ball very calmly and diligently. Noni Madueke couldn't find a breath. The ball he's been dispossessed. And of course, it's Manchester United piling pressure at this point in time. There is Ahmad, the Ivorian international, sends a very long one, but the ball has been dealt with. Arsenal now leaving dangerously at this point in time as Manchester United are pressuring. 66 minutes of play. This is Captain Bruno Fernandes, the Portuguese international. Leaves one for Brian Mbeumo. And there is Ahmad. Ahmad leaves one for Lenny Yoro. Yoro finds Captain Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes leaves one for Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw is coming in full force. Luke Shaw finds Matthias Cunha. Oh, what a game that we have at hand here. And Arsenal has dealt with it. Gabriel Magalhaes. Noni Madueke has been brought down. A referee says it's a foul.
So what United have sought to do right now is the fact that they've brought Bruno Fernandes a bit deeper to pair with Ugarte as the number 6 and then the number 8.
Yeah.
The problem that is going to cause is the fact that the attack wouldn't be sharp enough because it is Bruno Fernandes who passes the ball really well. You understand? So I would have thought that he could have gone with a single pivot, but the 3-5-2 system does not allow you to go with a single pivot. You would necessarily have to go with a double pivot. But even though you don't have a single pivot, you have a double pivot, then Manuel Ugarte would have to stay for Bruno Fernandes to go a bit higher the pitch because the situation right now needs a goal from United. Arsenal will be comfortable with what they are doing currently, but United would have to change the pace and then allow Bruno Fernandes to go a bit forward and then adapt to Matheus Cunha and then Benjamin Sesko.
Great analysis from Force. Matthias Cunha with a pace, and this could be an opportunity. Brian Mbeumo has it now. What is Manchester United doing? Oh, Mamma mia! What a chance blown away. And yes, so the attacking threats continue to hunt Manchester United, and Brian Mbeumo with that bicycle kick, but to no avail. Another opportunity for Brian Mbeumo.
I think Matthias Cunha will be a star at Manchester United. He's so good when he's on the ball. See the way he drove past Ben White as if he was not there. He made that opportunity. I think Brian Mbeumo should have done better with that chance there, but it was so good to watch Matthias Cunha on the ball. He's so good. I love him. I love to watch him.
No, do you think a man should have let the ball fall?
You see, that is why you need a centre forward. If that ball had fallen to Sesko, it would have been a good, because a centre forward do not have to hesitate.
Yeah.
Do you understand? A centre forward, it doesn't matter the type of goal you score. So far as the ball is in the back of the net, it is a goal. But you see, when you hesitate, it is more akin to strikers who are comfortable with the ball. Strikers are not supposed to be comfortable with the ball. Strikers are supposed to let the ball go.
Yeah.
But you can't touch the ball three times the penalty box. No, to me that is absurd.
Great. So Force with that one, and you've also heard from Gideon. Yes, the Manchester United man. He's not a happy man at this point in time. Gideon, cheer up, man.
I just think United should just take their chances.
Because it looks as if the thing has had a toll on you. I mean, the way you are talking, your facial expression and all that.
I'm saying that because if the chances were not coming, that would be a different issue. But the chances are coming, but they are not able to convert the chances. But that's my problem.
So now who in fault?
This one you cannot blame the coach. You can. I mean, yes.
No, you see, you don't blame the coach, but it's the coach who is going to ultimately get a fall,
of course,
and be sacked.
Yeah.
You see, the ultimate responsibility lies with the coach. Do you understand? Because at the end of the day, you do the selection, you select the players, you give them the instruction. It is not the responsibility of the players to put the ball at the back of the net. But even if they don't, at the end of the day, we don't sack players. We sack the coach.
I get you, but now he has mapped out a strategy that is working perfectly for the team.
No, unless a goal comes, the strategy is not working.
Yeah,
but players are creating
unless the goal comes, the strategy is not working.
But the players
are not getting the point. They are not getting the point. Unless the goal comes, the strategy is not working.
Timber is in, for Calafiori, the goal scorer. Ben White has also been taken out. Lewis Kelly is in. The small boy danger. I mean, last season mesmerized lots of defenders, had his way through and all that. And so let's see whether this season will also be the same or an upgrade of what we witnessed last season. Mikel Arteta at this point in time will have to manage the game. If he's not scoring, he has to manage the game.
I think he'll be lucky to go.
Or it'll be too early to manage the game at this point.
You know, it's 20 minutes into the 20 minutes before full time, and you can manage the game when it's 20 minutes for full time, and the opposition is creating enough chances to get a goal. So you would have to also attack it and get a goal. If you are able to get a second goal, then you can manage the game. Okay. But without that, then you will have to try to at least get a cushioning. Yeah. But it's going to be, you see, United are doing what a team who is under pressure, a team who is losing 1-0 need to do. Yeah. That is go out there, get chances. That is what they are doing currently. But at the end of the day, the most important thing in the football match is to get a goal. So far, stylistically, you might say that it is working. But the most important thing is the statistics is not favoring them.
Okay, great. But even if Arsenal beats Manchester United at Old Trafford, it shouldn't be a big deal because I mean, it looks as if Manchester United is coming from one stage to the other. I mean, we all saw them last season.
No, but this is a new season altogether.
It's a new season altogether.
You can use last season's precedents to judge what's happening this season.
So they have resolved every issue that they had.
No, you can't use a season to resolve every issue.
Yes.
But this match is a testament to
what we expect.
An improvement. Okay. Because it is the first match though, but I can't say the same.
Whoa!
That was a
header!
That was a great save by the goalkeeper.
Great save by David Raya, and Manchester still piling pressure. Opportunity. Oh, Brian Buemo. I mean, United are still pushing. I
think Arsenal will be very lucky to go away with a win.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah, they'll be very lucky because United are creating all the chances.
Okay.
It's 73 minutes and Arsenal have created only one chance, one good chance. That was the set piece.
Yeah.
That is all. They've not troubled the Manchester United goalkeeper.
But if you create 20 chances and you don't score, it's still cost 90.
Unfortunately, that's the most important.
So Arsenal has done what is most important in the game.
Yeah, that's why I said they'll be lucky to go out.
They are not lucky. They have done what is most important in the game, and that is to score. Alaji Gusa will say, "Go na mafefe." Go na mafefe. So 74 minutes of play, United down by a long goal. There is Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw trying to find a teammate, leaves the ball.
But I'm going to chip in. The statistics of 61% possession to United, 15 attempts on goal, compared to what's the name, 31 to and then 7 to Arsenal, is the exact opposite, or is closer to the exact opposite of what we saw last season between the two teams.
That is true.
But the advantage then went to Arsenal. What Arsenal did to United is what United are doing to them. Just that the scoreline does not match what we have been able to see so far.
Yeah, I agree with you. The scoreline does not, match the story. Almost 75 minutes with 15 minutes more to go. What can Manchester United do here? Or will Arsenal double their lead? And it's a free kick quickly effected. Arsenal coming at Manchester United at this point in time. And for those of you on Facebook, we are very much grateful to you guys. Very much grateful to you guys on YouTube as well. It's Our Media Sports. Our Media Sports everywhere you go. Our Media Sports. You are very, very much grateful. Very, very appreciative of your comments, your likes, your share. We love it. We love you guys. I mean, without you guys, we are also nothing. Matthias Cunha with the ball. Pulling pressure. Matthias Cunha. Dribble pass one back course. Face couldn't materialize, and Bukayo Saka, you ask yourself, is he really in the game? That is Martin Odegaard, and leaves one for Kai Havertz. Havertz for Timber, but of course, Matthias De Ligt will deal with him, just as he's been dealing with the rest of the strikers up front for Arsenal.
De Ligt has been dealing with everybody who comes his way. That's so impressive. He just needs his team to score a goal, and that will cap up an impressive performance from him.
Great. Timber has the ball now. It's a throw in for Arsenal. And Timber hasn't really fared bad since he came on, troubling the likes of Patrick Dogu on on the left side of Manchester United, but on the right side for Arsenal. And goalkeeper David Raya has the ball now. It's a welcome goal kick to Arsenal. And Amorim still bending and still thinking, put on some tactical, skirmishes, but things are still not working.
I mean, I'm sure he said, what can I do again?
Bruno Fernandes has the ball. That is Bruno. Bruno tries to find Mbeumo, but things could not materialize. Manchester United still with the ball. And United is piling pressure at this point in time. There is Amad. For international dribble pass one. Amad! No, goalkeeper. A great chance for Amad.
Yeah, he did so well. He went past Madueke as if he was not there, but he had to put a little power in the shot.
I thought he should have given a pass in that situation because there are three players who are at a more advantageous point where if he had released the ball, it would have been a more dangerous situation compared to what he had wanted to do. That is true.
Someone says, we move. Let's see, almost 13 minutes to the end of the game. What Manchester United can do. Is Ferguson at the stadium? Have you seen Ferguson? Sir Alex Ferguson at the stadium?
Pictures of him, but I'm sure he will be there because he's always at Manchester United games.
Back in, let's say 2013, where he had his final stay at Manchester United, we call it something like Fergie time.
Yeah, Fergie time.
So from this time they go or the Fergie time.
Hopefully we get the Fergie time.
The Fergie time was coined because of the mentality of the United setup.
United setup, okay.
You understand? Until it is done and dusted, until referee blows the final whistle, you still have an opportunity to get a goal, and that is the mentality that these players will have to have.
Let's see whether the mentality is back. Brian Mbeumo with an opportunity, but has been dealt with by the Arsenal defenders. Luke Shaw sends a very low one back. Goalkeeper David Raya will make light work of this. Continue for me.
So it's all about the mentality. You understand? You see. When you have that kind of mentality, it doesn't matter whether it is 1 second left on the clock or whether it is 1 minute left on the clock or whether it's 5 minutes. You know, because at the end of the day, you've got the capacity, you've got what it takes to get a goal. And you see, it is built by knowing where you are and where you are coming from. And at the end of the day, what United really means and what United has represented over the past couple of years. And if they have that mentality, I can tell you for a fact that United will get a point in this game.
United will get a point in this game, says Force. I don't know about you and whether Manchester United is going to get a point in this game. You still have that vim and vigor that United will get a point.
Yeah, it's not over until it's over. The way Manchester United are playing, you could feel the goal will be coming any moment from now. You can feel they are creating the chances.
Gideon.
As Manchester United fans, you don't give up.
Of course. And just as Force said, that the Fergie time was coined due to the mentality of the players. But you ask yourself, does these players have that same mentality? I think about 3 days or 4 days ago, a chance on an interview granted by your player, Marcus Rashford, who has joined Barcelona, and he stated clearly that Manchester United is in no man's land, and that the team doesn't have direction. Your transition has been poor since 2013 that Fergie, left the team. And some of the things that he said was, said by Cristiano Ronaldo, where you Manchester United fans, backlash him and all that. But there is Marcus Rashford, a born and bred, Manchester United player from the academy, rose to playing for the senior team since 2013. I mean, saying all of these things.
So poor for Bugatti.
Saying all of these things about Manchester United.
I mean, I watched that interview and listened to Marcus Rashford. I mean, United have their own problems, but when he was there, I think he only had one good season at Manchester United. He scored 30 goals that season.
Yeah.
The next season, he went to sleep. So such a player. I mean, the team had its own issues, but as an individual, what did you do? You can't.
So Maguire is in. I'm sure he's in as a striker.
I think
yes, but you see,
yes, he's defending all right, but
I
in the next 10 minutes we will see him.
I disagree with what Gideon said, that when you see, we all know, you understand, I mean, post Alex Ferguson era, it's been very tough for United.
Very tough for Manchester.
They had a bit of success under Luis Van Gaal and then Mourinho when they went on to win the Europa League. From then it's been one problem to the other. when you don't speak, you see, Marcus Rashford, no matter the problem, he's a very good player. You understand? But because the conditions are not right, the conditions are not good for him to thrive, he did not thrive. And when he burst onto the scene for the next 2-3 seasons, he was very good. You understand? But when you change players, when you change managers like the way United did, then you wouldn't have consistency, and that is what he spoke about. There's no consistency, there's no direction, there's a lack of focus and vision.
Manchester United fans will come at you, but at this point in time, a very dangerous picking for Arsenal. This is Martin Odegaard, and this is Declan Rice who takes it. Declan Rice, go for it. This could be an opportunity. Side United. Manchester United.
It took a deflection, so it's a corner.
It's a corner now, and I see Brian Mbeumo trying to prevent a goal. Declan Rice last season we saw him, scoring some fantastic free kicks against Real Madrid. We saw in the UEFA Champions League, and Arsenal will be making another substitution here. So 82 minutes of play. Declan Rice is out of the game, and I see him limping. I don't know whether he has accumulated some sort of injury over there, but Declan Rice is out of the game. Enjoyed 82 minutes of play, and of course Mikel Merino is in for Arsenal. Last season became the cornerstone for Arsenal. I mean, there were some important goals that he scored for the team, goals that no one would expect. You see Mikel Merino, grabbing the goal for Arsenal.
Especially will be equally important this season, especially for the bench.
Sure. So it's a corner kick. Bukayo Saka to quickly effect that. Bukayo sends a very long one. This time around, things couldn't materialize for Arsenal. It looks as if a lot of teams have learned how Arsenal have been playing their corners, and so this season that set pieces, I mean, it will be extremely difficult for them to be scoring from the corner kicks.
That's why I'm disappointed United considered from the corner kick, because we knew from last season how dangerous Arsenal are from corners. So I'm so disappointed they considered that goal.
Very, very much disappointed, but can't be more disappointed than the coach Amorim, who simply cannot fathom what is going on. 83 minutes of play. Can Manchester United pull some magics and at least equalize if they are not to go ahead and win? That is Matthias De Ligt finds Ahmad with the ball now. Finds Cunha back to his teammates, and of course Manchester United now. Brian Mbeumo with the ball. Mbeumo finds striker Benjamin Sesko, and of course the long one has been sent in. Can they do it? Patrick Dogu with a header and a touch of it. Yes, so Maguire comes back to help, and Maguire has been that player that, I mean, sometimes you don't expect, but will give you that important goal. Sometimes he's become a thorn in the flesh of Manchester United itself, where he can score own goals and give some very silly fouls in some very dangerous area. 85 minutes. Do you still have him, Bingo?
I remember last season Manchester City versus Manchester United. United were losing by 1-0, I think around the same time, but they went on to win the game 2-1. So never say never.
Patrick Dogu has been yellow carded. Would this deter his movements?
No.
The energy?
No. They shouldn't have even resorted in the yellow card, because they had control of the game. You understand? I mean, I don't like it when players overemphasize when they have the ball, especially when you are under pressure to get a goal. You understand? I mean, the early you release the ball, the more opportunity you get in trying to get a goal. But if you over elaborate, if you overemphasize your skill set on the ball, then it delays what you really need, which is the most important thing. So that is what resulted into that yellow card.
That is what resulted into that yellow card. Matthias De Ligt doing the Lord's work, and David Raya has been yellow carded as well. Lots of yellow cards in this particular game.
Yeah, I think David Raya somewhere for time wasting from the recent free kick. He took so much time on the ball, so that's why I think the referee gave him.
Okay, so I mean, simply put, 4 minutes to go. Manchester United still trailing Arsenal by a long goal. Arsenal scored a goal through Calafiori in the 13th minute of the game. Martin Odegaard heads one into the box of Manchester United, but has been dealt with in Mbeumo without beauty. But couldn't materialize. And
Remember when Sesko came in, I said that it's a good thing that Sesko came in, but are they going to be able to find him? So far, Sesko hasn't had what we spoke about.
That is
he hasn't been brought into the game. You understand? And that is the problem. When you have because you don't expect him to move into the flanks or to either flanks or to roam. He's a striker who is comfortable playing closest to the ball. So if your midfielders or if your attacking midfielders are not able to find him, then it's going to be useless. And so far, when he came on, he's been useless so far. To say, because they are not able to get the balls to him. And if you don't get the balls to him, that was the essence of having him as a focal point.
I agree with you. Benjamin Sesko has not really seen much of the ball. He's just been running up and down and has added nothing to the Manchester United attack since coming on. But let's see in the last 3 minutes of the game what United can bring on board. This is Benjamin Sesko now. Releases 1-2 Patrick Dogu, but the ball now finds another, but of course shots.
That was so unnecessary from Ugarte. He didn't need to take the shot. He had better passing options from the right. He didn't need to take that shot. That was so poor from him.
A poor one from Ugarte.
Look at the way Sesko was able to hold the ball up really well. You understand? These are some of the things that are important. Hold the ball up, link up with your teammates. That is one quality that as a centre forward you need to have, because and you see, these are the things. So you would need midfielders who can play off the centre forward, because if that had resulted in a better chance, that would have been a goal. So the balls would have to be flown to him. He has the height, he has got the power, he's got the skill set to hold the balls up and then to distribute to the players who are going to be playing off him.
That is true. Approaching the 88-minute mark, United still down by a long goal, and Arsenal at this point in time will try and manage, but it's United who's pressured now. Ahmad has the ball now. Ahmad, can he take on the two defenders? Ahmad releases one, finds captain Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes back to Ahmad. Is Ahmad coming from an offside position? No. And very good pass. Manchester United, can they equalize here? An opportunity for Manchester United. Oh my word. Ball has been cleared off. And Bukayo Saka coupled with Donny Madueke will do justice for Arsenal. 88 minutes more. Manchester United. Brian Mbeumo sends a very long one. Opportunity for Benjamin Sesko. Chances over chances. Oh, Manchester United the dead day. United Bobo, the bender. I told you that Maguire will be striking. See Maguire now.
But he has to, because he would have to exert more pressure.
Right, so we are so live on YouTube, Our Media Sports on YouTube, Our Media Sports on Facebook, Our Media Sports on TikTok, Our Media Sports on X. We are very much appreciative of your comments, your likes, your share. I mean, you guys are making us number one, and we love it. We love it. I mean, this season we promise you a lot of goodies, and so be rest assured that Our Media, we've got your back, and we are going to give you everything that you need. I mean, we'll be here to give you the commentary. We'll be here to give you the analysis and the stories that you need to hear, the transfers. I mean, the story that is making headlines and all that. And so we'll be here to do that for you. Just catch up with us on social media. On Facebook, Our Media Sports. On YouTube, Our Media Sports. On TikTok and X as well. My name is Agrohere, and I'm here with Force and Gideon. Gideon, 90 minutes of play. 90 on the dot. Do you still have him?
Never say never.
Never say never. So referee says 6 minutes.
It will be so unlucky for United to lose this game. At least they deserve a draw in this game from the way they play. They deserve at least a draw from this game.
At least Manchester United deserve a draw from this game. But if wishes were horses, beggars might ride them. And once you are pushing for a draw, Arsenal is also pushing for a win. And this win will do a lot of good to Arsenal this season, and pushing forward the rest of the games that they have. Don't forget that earlier on, Chelsea drew goalless to Crystal Palace at the Stamford Bridge. Arsenal, Martin Odegaard, dribble pass one, finds Timber releases to Bukayo Saka. Saka back to Kai Havertz. Havertz with the ball now. Kai Havertz, what can you do with the ball? Sends a very long one to Martin Odegaard. An opportunity for Arsenal to make it to Bukayo Saka. What a shot! Oh! On top of the roof, An opportunity for Arsenal to have doubled the lead for us.
So out of nothing, Arsenal has created a chance. Out of absolutely nothing, you understand? And these are moments in the game that you fear, because imagine all the work that United has been able to put in, and then they consider a cheap goal like this.
Yeah.
So it is very important for you to keep your consideration. And I like what United have been able to do so far defensively, because so far they've restricted Arsenal to only one shot on target the whole 90 minutes. And the only thing missing in their play today is putting the ball at the back of the net.
Put the ball at the back of the net is the only missing link. Arsenal corner kick, quickly effected. We have done almost 2 minutes inside the other 6 minutes that the referee plays on the game. And an opportunity for Manchester United to equalize, but no, referee says what? It's a foul and a yellow card to Lewis Kelly of Arsenal. Lewis Kelly has been booked for that, foul or tackle on Brian Mbeumo. And so Manchester United has, a free kick now. Can they quickly effect it? And how efficient would that one be? Bruno Fernandes, the captain of the side, is behind the ball, trying to fish out Harry Maguire, who has got quality, in his head. A long one has been sent but dealt with by Arsenal. The ball is not out yet. Manchester United, Harry Maguire has it. Harry Maguire pushes the ball to a corner or a throw in for Manchester United. The ball has been quickly thrown, and United has the ball now. That is Bruno Fernandes. Sends a very long one looking for Harry Maguire, but the ball has been dealt with by Lewis Kelly. Brilliant display from Arsenal at this point in time. 4 more minutes to go. Manchester United down by a long goal. Arsenal trying to protect and guide their 1-0 lead. And Mikel Arteta at this point in time will be feeling the heat of protecting this goal till the very end. At this point in time, is it safe to say that it is over for Manchester United?
No, it is not. It is not. It is not. It's all about a single moment in the game, you understand?
Yeah.
And that moment could arise even in the 96th minute. So they just have to keep their belief very high. They just have to believe that there's always an opportunity so far as the game hasn't ended.
There's always an opportunity so far as the game hasn't ended. And just as I rightly said, almost 3 more minutes to go. And it's Manchester United 0, Arsenal 1. Mikel Merino in that tussle with Manchester United player Patrick Doku. And I see some Manchester United fans already taking their lead home. So a free kick has been quickly effected into the box of Arsenal. Could this be a corner kick, an opportunity for Manchester United? It's a corner kick for United, and of course Harry Maguire is complaining that Odegaard brought him down. Okay, it was Tibarada who brought him down, holding up his shirt and all that. I think the referee must take a look, but this isn't really a strong one for the referee to take a penalty for Manchester United. So
this as a penalty.
Yes, of course. So it's a corner kick.
This is the last.
And Bruno Fernandes, not the last time. At least you have 2 more minutes to play. It's a corner kick, and already Manchester United fans are down. The spirit is down. Could this be the opportunities? Could this be the movement that Force has been talking about? A long one has been said. Harry Maguire headed on. But can it be dealt with by Arsenal? Oh, an opportunity, and goalkeeper David Raya will come to the rescue of the Gunners.
United have been so unlucky in this game.
You keep on saying that they are only been unlucky, but Arsenal too has been unlucky.
They've not played that well.
Arsenal, they've also had their chances.
They've not played that well to say.
Bukayo Saka has said all about 2 defenders. An opportunity! Oh! Arsenal. Charlie, 1-0 now. I know I need to be Okay, seconds more to go. Let's see what happens. Nobody can look at this. That be why Chelsea sell bro. That boy Chelsea sell. See the boy go play.
I think that's it.
Now there is be over.
Yeah, I think that.
Charlie, with the way the team they go there, Force. It be like it be over.
Oh yeah, it is.
It be like it be over.
Now you can say it is over.
Now you can say it is
Now
over.
you can say it is over.
Let's see. This could be the very last chance for Oh, referee has already blown his whistle. So it's over at the Old Trafford. And once again, Arsenal has beaten Manchester United. I'll just look at that from the Arsenal fans. Gabriel Magalhaes, Timber, Bukayo Saka, Donny Madueke, Kai Havertz, and the likes. And the goal scorer, Calafiori, all in jubilant mood at this point in time. Very sorrowful one from Manchester United point of view. But they could build on their performance and say that, look, last season this wasn't a performance. And this season we're looking forward to a better one. Despite bringing on, some new folks. In person of Matthias Cunha, Brian Mbeumo, Benjamin Sesko all had their share in this particular game, but things couldn't materialize for Manchester United. But you could say that it was a very good performance for Manchester United that they can build on that going forward.
Yeah, I'm happy with the performance. They did so well, but I'm disappointed by the results. And I think, as you said, they can build up on this performance for the rest of the season, and they'll have a very, very good season. If this is how Manchester United will play for the rest of the season, I think they'll have a very, very good season. I think Arsenal are so lucky to go away with 3 points in this game.
Thank you very much. Let me come to you first. Your general overview of the game. 90 minutes. Arsenal leading. Arsenal, are leaving Old Trafford with a goal. Or with a win.
The most important thing is what Arsenal has been able to do. You understand? I mean, set up tactically, because they understood the job. The job is to get all the 3 points. It doesn't matter how pleasing your football is, you know, and that is the most important thing, right? And for United, I would say that in a very, 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 very long time now, this has been one of the most impressive matches that I have seen them play. And if they are able to build on it, it's just the understanding when it comes to putting the ball at the back of the net.
Yeah.
But that is the only thing lacking in today's performance from United. Yeah. So if they're able to improve upon that, then I think that going forward is going to be a good season for them.
Great. So going forward, it's going to be a very good season for them. So it's all over at the Old Trafford. And Manchester United, have lost their opening game in the English Premiership. So thank you very much, Force. Thank you very much, Gideon. Better luck next time, Gideon. Manchester United fan, and we're looking forward to see you more in the coming days as the Premiership has already begun. Force, you are really forcing. All right, so it's a wrap. It's a wrap from here. My name is Agohi Nanayopogu. Very much thanks to you guys on social media, on YouTube. You are very, very much appreciative. On Facebook, Our Media Sports, very, very much grateful for the comment that you guys share with us. And of course, we'll be looking through. So if you had your predictions right, be rest assured that your goodies will be given to you, be DM'd, and your goodies will be given to you. And so to wrap up, Liverpool defeated Bournemouth by 4-2. Aston Villa 0 against Newcastle. It was 0-0. Brighton 1, Fulham 1, Sunderland 3, West Ham United 0, Spurs 3, Burnley 0, Wolves 0, Manchester City 4, Chelsea 0, Crystal Palace 0, Nottingham Forest 3, Brentford 1, Manchester United 0, Arsenal 1. And of course, tomorrow at 8 p.m. Leeds United will take on Everton to complete match day 1 of the English Premiership. It's bye from here. Once again, I am Agrohene Nana Yaopoku. Do not forget to love what you do and do what you love. Peace. Shalom. We are out.